Do you know what time it is? It's market update time. Silver, gold, Dow Jones, S&P, Nasdaq. Let's get straight into it, guys. Don't place a trade based on this monkey's video. All right, this monkey down under, he may be losing it right now with his markets, right? Especially with people that I'm going to mention in this video. Woo! All right, John, calm down, my man. All right, I'm going to start fighting some people. Those fighting words. All right, guys, don't place a trade based on this video, all right? Trading is risky, and definitely don't be short in the market right now. Like, come on now. All right. Now, firstly, what I want to do is, before I start this video, I want to start this video off with, and this video is all about, will the stock market have the final collapse that everyone, including your man Bo Polly, keeps talking about? Will it happen? Now, there's been a lot of talk. There's been a lot of talk about things happening in the markets, and even Ray Dalio has said what's happening right now is very, very, very similar to 1937. We know what happened in 1937, right? We had a stock market crash. I'll get to that in a minute, right? If the stock market's going to crash, what do we need to look out for? Don't be worried right now, all right? Don't be worried right now if the market's going to crash. It's just crazy. But anyway, let's actually get into this. Now, the reason why I wanted this video is because I want to try and set this straight once and for all. Is this, and I want to bring up this comment here that I got on one of my videos just recently, and let me see if I can find this here. I had one guy say central banks are creating 20 to $30 billion a month and using it to buy stocks. Really? I thought they were slowing it down. That's one of the one of the comments there. Let me just see if so I'm just gonna find this here. I apologize, guys. I just where's that intro? Someone says. All right, here we go. So on this video here, I got this. This is one of the videos that I did here, which was "Don't ever give up. When I lost everything, this is how I got everything." If you guys type that in, say if you type this title into YouTube and type in John Howard, this video will come up and you'll be able to see exactly what that's all about. So then I got this comment here, and this says, "John, I'm in the same situation today. I'm in debt of 250,000 RS. Honestly, going back to church, recharging my faith. Thinking of joining the gym. I reckon I love to work out, but got this damn throat infection. So discouraging." Now, I'll start this here. First, let's go back here. Going back to church, recharging my faith. I think we all need to have a faith and a belief in a higher power who's got the control in our lives. Not everything is going to go our way, right? We're going to have relationship breakups. We're going to have things not work our way. Trading might not work out well, and all that sort of stuff, right? So I believe we need to have that faith and talk to that higher power. Call it meditation, call it whatever. I do the both, right? I journal. I simply just say, you know what? I really need your help right now because I'm struggling. I really am, and I need your help. Give me some signs. And I think the questions you ask yourself is like, what do I need to do to start moving forward today? Don't say, why is this happening to me? Ask good quality questions like, what do I need to do to start moving forward through this? What are the lessons I need to learn? So on and so forth, right? So I think that's it there. Thinking of joining the gym. I love workout. But got this damn throat infection. What I recommend you doing is look into the alkaline stuff. So, i.e., when you first wake up in the morning, have half a liter of lemon water. That's gonna help you detox your system. It's gonna help you alkaline. It's gonna help you. It's going to help you with a lot of things, right? So, and definitely go to the gym. You know, if you go to the gym, I have found that so many times, and I do this too much, I think, but so many times when I'm under stress or under pressure and I'm not sure and I'm confused, I go to the gym. And I guess sometimes I do two or three times a day, not every day. You know, but when I'm really, really stressed, I'll go to the gym 2 or 3 times a day because I'm just thinking and I'm trying to get the emotions out. I'm trying to really think and feel what I'm doing. If you're a guy and you're going through those, if you're going through those hard times and you're going through those emotions in life, don't try and keep it in, right? You've got to feel it to heal it, like kids. right? The reason why they get everything so fast because they feel it and they move on. Makes sense? And that's what you need to do as a guy as well too. You need to feel it. So the best way I've found as a guy to feel that is go to the gym and go for a nice intense run on the treadmill or lift some heavy weights and just crank up some nice heavy music and just get into it, right? Take a pre-workout. 400 milligrams of caffeine, you'll be buzzing, but get it in there and just kick your ass so hard. And as you're kicking your ass, you're thinking about it and you're letting all that tension and all that release and everything you're going through in that moment, you're just letting it out. Let it out, let it out, let it out. The reason why you're doing that is because if you start to do that day after day after day, that's when you're not holding on to all that stress and pressure, and therefore answers start to come to you, especially if you ask good quality questions when you go to sleep. And that's what I did myself when I was $250,000 in debt, or right now, even if I go through a hard time right now, like I go through my own challenges. What I do is I go to the gym, and when I'm at the gym, I'm also thinking of what's the answer to this, what I need to do to keep moving forward. But then also I ask myself, but at the gym, I'm releasing it and I'm letting it go. And I generally like to do that at nighttime, like just before dinner. So I'll do that at nighttime. So I'm totally spent. I've just let everything go. And I've had a real good workout. I'm sweating like a bitch. I'm covered in sweat because I've just given it everything. And then what I would do is when I go through that process, it actually releases, all right? It actually releases all that stress. I don't hold on to anything. I make sure I stretch as well too. I go home, I have a nice dinner. And when I go to bed, this is so powerful, guys. And I learned this from Tony Robbins. When I go to bed, when we're asleep, right? And I also learned this from Dr. Wayne Dyer as well. When we're asleep, our subconscious is really at work. So if we go to sleep and we go to sleep with something on our mind, like how do I get through this and what do I need to do and what are the lessons? If you go through that process of releasing it, not holding it into your central nervous system and just physically releasing that stress that you're under, and then go to bed every night simply saying, give me some answers. What do I do? What's next? What's the lessons I need to learn? What am I missing? What do I need to start doing right now to start moving forward? And if you go to sleep and you do that day after day after day, week after week, I promise you, within a month of doing that, one, you feel so much better about yourself because you're physically releasing all that. And if you've been holding a lot of things in for a while, like I did when I had cancer, it took me a good 2 or 3 months to finally really start to feel free and vibrant, and I started to move forward because I'm releasing and I'm moving forward. I'm releasing and moving forward. I'm not holding on to the tensions, and I'm getting answers, and I'm taking action every day. Makes sense? Now look up to you as my mentor. I hope what I just said there makes sense, because I can totally appreciate and totally understand where you're coming from. And no matter what you do, could you help me with anything that your millionaire mentors of your strategy? Oh well. Firstly, it's not really the strategy that's going to make you money. It's a lot of other things, but you definitely need a good strategy. And so, what I recommend you doing, Asu, if you can, is join my 30-day free trial and log into my program. And even if you can't afford it, I'd say just check it out anyway. Use it anyway. A lot of people do that. They'll get in, they can't really afford it. They take up the free trial, and then so just do that, even if you can't afford it. But if you can afford it, make sure you do pay for it if you want to stay. Have last 25 only to have 225,000 only to lose. If I lose, I will have a job. So sometimes you need to go back and get a job. High highs, high low strategies working good on my own strategy. I want to begin in an index. So I want to begin index trading. I would say to you that don't focus on becoming an index trader. Don't be focusing on becoming an any trader. Here's the thing. I want you to be getting good at reading the chart, understanding the chart, trading in the chart itself. Because here's the thing. The better you can understand the chart, the better you can have a trading system that is applied to the chart itself only, you can apply that to any time frame. The strategy that I use right now is a 90% success rate. I just got out of a trade just recently, 80% profit in one day. Love it. Amazing trade. That was actually just last Friday. Just went. And I got out of the trade, awesome trade. But the thing is, that same system applies, and that was on the stock market. But that same system applies to the Forex market, the futures market, 1 minute chart, 5 minute chart. And I hope you can see and understand that when you're trading the markets, it's all these, the one system applies to any market. I call it a momentum strategy, all right? I lost money in gold and SLV thanks to Liabo Poli, got influenced. I did not know what is a trend line. Oh, there you go. Learning from the last 6 months of YouTube channels. All right, fantastic. got some ideas market now, but now I feel fear of beginning. And the reason why you feel fear of beginning because you've lost so much money, and that's understandable. How you actually start to build yourself back up from that fear is you actually start taking it one day at a time. Go back to not trading at all, and just go back and say, okay, I need to develop a strategy that I know that works, and I need to back test it and back test it and back test it. And after you've back tested it, I'd say up to say 10 hours minimum. From that back testing and from that research you've done, if you can start to see that most of your trades will work out, that's when you start to build confidence. Make sense? And then when you do start trading live, I don't recommend paper trading because there's no real emotion, but when you do start trading live and you've got your exact system rules down, start trading very, very, very small amount. You know, like you got 250,000. I'm not sure if that's dollars or that's RS. Obviously that's in India, but just trade one, you know, $1 or one contract, you know what I mean? Or whatever it is, just something very, very, very small. You want to do that for the first couple of weeks at least before you start building up. The reason why is because you're probably going to make mistakes, right? You're going to make mistakes. You're going to get into a trade that you should have got into, and you're going to get out of a trade when you should have get out of it. All these different things are going to happen. But when that's happening, you're not making a lot of money. You're not losing a lot of money. When you do that by trading your strategy, and then after doing that for a few weeks, then you can start bumping it up. You know what I mean? Like for me, when I lost everything, I started that, and I started like with like 0.5% of my account. And that's how I started getting back in the markets when I was so fearful of trading anything. Now I trade 20% of my account on every single one of my trades. It was actually a bit more. On my last trade, I traded a bit more than that. But the reason why I've got there is because I built myself up over time, because I know my strategy. When I stick to it and I see a really good trade, bam, it just does really well. Makes sense? So I hope that helps you out when it comes to fearful of markets. I know this video was supposed to be about, you know, market updates and stuff like that, but I also want to share with you this, but also guys, I'm also going to get into the stock market stuff. Okay, so I'm going to get to the charts, but I hope this stuff is really helping you as well too. By faith, I will try, but good people help good people. This is the will of God for us. Yeah, exactly. That's the reason why I do this YouTube channel as well too, right? It's because I want to be able to give as much support to, because I understand how hard it is to trade the market. Trading's not easy. Give a shoulder. God bless you. Thank you for everything you're doing. To people who loses money in the stock market, it is needed. Very devastating to lose money in speculation. Exactly, right? And so the reason why you're speculating, again, the most successful people on the planet, the people that do well in the markets, like I look at my private clients and I said to them just recently, I said, be grateful that you're actually the few percent of people that are actually making consistent money from the markets. And that's actually what my private clients are doing. I said, be grateful, because we don't speculate. What do? We have a pattern, we have a plan, and we only trade the market when that plan is met. That means sometimes we may be looking at the market for a whole week and have no trades. Sometimes we may look at the market for 2 or 3 days and there'll be no trades, but you wait and you wait and you wait. But once you know that pattern or that system's there, boom, when you jump on it, that's how you start to move forward. So by taking less trades and being patient and waiting for that setup that you know that works inside yourself, you could do really, really, really well. Make sense? John, you sound like a men go their own way and may not even know it. Well, the thing for me is that I speak the truth, Matt. And I speak what works, you know, like I've gone through hell and back with these markets and a lot of things in life. And it's like, you know, it's like the thing for me is like, I know what works and I know what really, really helps people in the markets and in life in general as well too, the health and fitness and mindset and so on and so forth. And I simply say, I simply say that if someone's going to try and tell me what to do, then you can go get nicked, because I know exactly what I'm doing. I'm going to learn from people. I'm going to take their opinions. But the thing is this, I'm not going to let anyone tell me something that is just simply not right, because I'll just put them down straight away. And I've learned that. And if you're a guy that is letting people walk all over you, trust me guys, you are never ever going to get ahead in life, whether it's with women or whether it's with your gardener, you know, or with clients or whatever. If you let people, and guys, if you let people walk all over you, then you're not going to start feeling good about yourself. If you're a man, don't let anyone walk all over you. If the woman, put her hand on a place. I know it's bullshit. I didn't care what you're saying there. I did this with my lady just recently, you know, and she was just like, oh my goodness, she just came back purring like a kid. Meow, meow, I'm sorry, meow. It's like, oh, whatever. You know, like, be a man. You know, like, same with my gardener. My gardener did a job and he didn't do the job properly. I spoke up for myself. It's like, bam, you know, like, I don't appreciate this. You know, I'm paying you good money. You didn't do the job properly. Next time, do the job properly, or I'll find someone else. It's like, you've got to have that sort of attitude, you know. And even with some of my clients who've been speaking to me rudely recently, I start with the email with, don't ever talk to me like that ever again. If so, I'll delete you from my email list and don't ever want to hear from you ever again. If you want to be part of my circle. So guys, stand up for yourself. I don't know why I got into that, but just stand up for yourself. So I hope that helps you out there, guys. What I want to do is I want to talk about, this is what I want to do here, okay? I want to talk about like how the stock market and is the stock market going to crash and so on and so forth. And Ray Dalio said that, you know, right now, where we are right now is very similar to 1937 and stuff like that, all right? So I want to start with 1929, all right? So I want to start with the I want to start with the 1929 stock market crash. So 1929. So 1929 stock market crash. I'm just going to find a chart here, guys, and I'm going to share this with you, all right? Because I want to share something with you. If the market is going to crash, guys, it's going to start to appear on the chart. The market is not just going to drop 10% in one day. It just doesn't happen like that. Now, yes, that can happen only after we've started to really build up some momentum on the downtrend. And I'll share with you guys. Let me just share this with you, all right? So I'm going to share this with you right now, and this here right now, guys. So this is just me looking at this is just me. So this here right now. So I want to share this here with this is the 1929 stock market crash. People say, oh, this is very similar to 1929. Well, it may be, but guys, let's have a look at this. Let's keep this simple. And the reason why I'm doing this is because there's been people out there calling the top again. The top is not in right now. And there's no way you can keep calling the top. Anyway, I'm going to keep it there. Otherwise, I'm going to say something I'm going to regret. But look at this here, guys. It is simple as this. What happened in 1929? We had what? Oh, we had that. 5. So we had what? We had a higher low. We had a higher high. Then we had what? We had a lower low. See that there? See how that's a lower low? That's when bells start to ring. Hang on a minute. Yes, 1929 happened, but look at this here. I know this sounds real simple, guys, but this is it's the simple things like this that you need to watch out for. And then what happened here? Then we actually created a lower high. And then guess what? When we actually started to break this significant low, clearly sellers are in control, especially this lower low here as this market's running up. This is your first indication to say, you know what? Buyers are no longer raising their prices. I should not be in this market. All right, I shouldn't be in this market. Then this market here made a lower high. Then when it started breaking this low here, you definitely wouldn't want to be in the markets because now it's making a lower low, lower high, breaking of the lows. Then guess what happened? Oh my goodness, stock market crashed. Can you see how it was all in the chart? Right? Let's go and have a look at the 1937 stock market crash as well, and we'll be able to see what actually happened there. So let's actually go. Let me see if I can find a 1937 stock market crash chart. And if the market's going to crash again, guys, this applies to every market out there, guys. Okay, this applies to every market out there, and so. Let me see if I can find a chart here. All right, so just give me 1 sec, guys. I'm just trying to find a proper chart here. That was 1937. All right, cool. All right, so let's have a look at this here. So I've just brought up a chart here, guys. Okay, I've just brought up a chart here. And I want to show you, I want to share with you something here, all right? So this is the S&P 500. And again, guys, I want you guys to see for what it really is in the market, okay? So this is the 1937 stock market crash. Just bear with me here, guys, okay? So what do we have here? This is the 1937 stock market crash. What do we have here? So the 1936, market was rolling up. 1937, guess what? We actually started going sideways, but then we started going down. But look what actually happened in 1937. What actually happened? We had what? Again, guys, look at this. Look out. We had a higher low, another higher low. What was this here? This was a lower low, and it made a lower high. Breaking of the lows. Oh my goodness, look at oh my goodness, it crashed. Can you see how it's like sometimes it really is that simple to actually understand? Now, not every time that's going to make a lower low and lower high. What will happen sometimes is the market will run up, and this is what I've seen through research as well too. what will happen is the market will run up, give you higher low, it'll run down, it'll give you another higher high, but then suddenly it'll give you a lower, it'll give you this here, it'll give you this lower high first, and then what will happen is it'll start to break down. This happened in, I think this was 1987, I think it was. Oh yeah, anyway. So then it'll start to break down and it'll start breaking past these lows, and then we'll start to get a movement down. So it may not make a lower low first, but if it starts to make a lower high, that's when you should start to be wary. And if we start to break this low here, so it's definitely going to make a lower low. You see what I'm saying there? So firstly, we made this lower high. We made a higher low, and now we're definitely breaking this low through here. Now that's making a what? It's definitely going to make a lower low. Who's in control through there? Sellers. So you wouldn't want to be buying the market. So if people are trying to call the top of the market and devastating and crashes and blah, 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 it's like, come on now. Seriously, don't be fooled for that. Don't be fooled for that. Every single stock market crash in history has actually given us some sort of an early warning in the markets. It hasn't just gone up, and then suddenly just gone straight down. Right? It's given us some sort of early warning. It's given us some sort of warning sign. Now, again, guys, no one can actually pick this top up here. All right? I'm not saying, oh, no one can actually pick this top up here. But what we can start to do is, as this market starts to unfold, we can see when the market is likely to crash. Make sense, guys? So, anyway, guys, that's it for me. Hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I'll speak to you next time.